And, you know, if you're talking to a man and you've been talking for a while, you can't assume that he's your man yet. The truth is, until the man tells you that he's your man, until he asks you to be your man, you're single. You're single, single, single. Some of you trying to assume that you're somebody's woman. And I think that's where people get their heart broken. When you assume that you're somebody else's woman, that person will make sure sooner or later to let you know you was wrong. See, some of you get your heart broken not from relationship, from assumptionship. That's what you are in, assumptionship. If a man ain't asked you to be with you, don't assume that he is with you. Because these people these days, they like to be specific. Hey, listen, I thought we were just friends. Hey, I thought we was just messing around. Hey, I thought we were just talking. You know this talking stuff that you all be talking. I don't know what talking is. How long is talking last? Seriously, how long is talking for? And just because you're giving it to a man a few times a week doesn't mean that he's your man. Again, that's an assumptionship that you are in. That's an assumptionship. Some of you, you know, you give it to him, and then because you give it to him, you assume that we go together now. Man, listen, I'm telling you something. If you are unclear of something, you ask. Before you take your clothes off, hey, listen, I'm just curious. What are we anyways? You ought to be afraid to ask these questions. How are you going to be giving your man or a man your body and afraid to ask questions? How do you give a man your body and afraid to ask a basic, general question like, hey, what are we? Hey, what is it that you want? Hey, what the hell is going on with us? Before you take those panties off, I don't care how wet it is. Listen, it doesn't matter. You have to ask, especially if you want that man to be with you. Because some of you are sleeping with a dude and you expect because you sleep with him, he going to change his mind or he going to want to be with you more. Nah, man, them dudes compartmentalize that stuff. Them dudes had enough. Them dudes know how to compartmentalize vagina and relationship. I'm telling you all, many of you are in assumptionship. But until a man tells you exactly what's happening, don't assume. This is where the majority of you get wrong, the majority of you go wrong, and the majority of you are going to go wrong. This is where the majority of you get hurt. You get hurt and disappointed the most. Now, these men ain't shit. No, you have to make sure you know where you stand. Make sure you know where you all stand. Again, some of you get hurt in assumptionships. And I think this is what makes you think that you don't want a relationship. Because the assumptionship was wrong. I'm just saying, man, I don't care what. Ask a man what is going on with you all. Ask a man what his desires and his goal is with you. You have to ask people those questions. What is your goal in dating me? And bam, I'll know if you are with that person. I'm telling you all, man, because Lord, some of y'all be hanging out with somebody. You're hanging out. According to him, you are hanging out. You all be hanging out with people for months, and you know the dudes see you as a friend with benefits. You see him as your man. Next thing you know, he in somebody's inbox, he doing something else with somebody else, and you hurt, you know, because you assume. You can't assume them stuff because you're hanging out with somebody. You gotta be sure. If you can just do this one thing, be sure. Ask the question. Don't be again. Don't afraid to ask no damn question. If you're giving somebody your body, you deserve every answer that you want. I'm giving you my body, I deserve. And you know, a lot of these jokers, when you ask them a question and they get offended and they get angry, that is the key. That is the key. When you ask a question, like, where do you see us? A lot of men is going to get upset because they want you to stop asking. They want you to, don't worry about it. They want you to accept some crap. And so they're going to get upset and they're going to look at you and see what you are doing. They're going to look at you and see what you are doing. Are you going to accept it? Or are you going to say, hey, peace out, I'm gone? If you accept that, oh, they got you exactly where they want you. These raggedy men get you exactly where they want you. Don't accept the nonsense. Ask men questions. This is the best thing that I would ever say on here. I'm telling you, ask men questions. I'm just saying, you all. I mean, if you have any question, you could ask me.